Hey y'all, I hope the wind doesn't bother us much on the audio for this, but we've dropped our packs on the trail, hiked about a quarter mile up the spur trail to North Fork Pinnacle, and it is a cloudy day, but it is just absolutely gorgeous up here. And a cool breeze. The Leuco tape that Ken and Dave brought me, both my feet are only hurting a little bit. All I got left is one really painful blister that's still bothering me on my pinky toe, and hopefully that'll work itself out in the next couple days. Okay, here's a sign for Brown Creek Shelter, and all the shelters that are a little bit off the way will have a sign like this pointing to it to tell you to get off the trail. Anyway, it has a little approach trail that goes to it. You can't really see it in this video, but it's right there. It's not far. So anyway, I'm going to take you guys over there, show you what it looks like. And then we're not stopping here. We're going to keep pressing on. All right. Whoa, there's a hole right there. Here we are at Brown Creek Shelter. It's eerily similar to Nancy Mountain Shelter. And it even has a picnic bench with a blaine on it, just like Nancy Mountain had.
Yeah, let's just see how long we want to spend at Flatside Pinnacle, right?
Yeah. Maybe have lunch.
And it's what, 1.2 away?
Yeah.
Not to the parking area, to the actual pinnacle, right?
Yes. So why are we laying here? Right in the middle of the trail like this? Because this feels so good on our feet. I could just feel them unswell.
I know.
And this is our view while we're unswelling our feet. Ah, lovely. Hello. Guess what I got? Another Dr. Pepper. Ah, it's from the same guys that pretty much saved our hike yesterday, but we were hiking along the trail and there's an ice chest sitting by the sign right where they said it'd be. So we're gonna hike about 2 miles down to Crystal Prong, sit down, sip on our sodas, and decide if we want to hike 2 miles further to another little campsite. But it's just beautiful. We couldn't ask for a more gorgeous day, and this is what it's about. I've been doing pretty bad about checking in with y'all, so we're taking a short day today. Both of us my feet are really killing me. I've got blisters bad. And I'm to the point I'm wearing 2 knee braces. And one of the guys I mentioned earlier brought us some Leuco tape, so now my feet are on the mend, but just walking on them sucks. So we decided to go ahead and take just a short 7-mile day today. 7 miles, right?
Almost 8.
Yeah, about 8-mile day today. We're gonna camp at Oak Mountain Shelter and give some time for our feet to get better. Blaine's been having her feet hurt her towards the end of the day as well. So we're at this water spot. It's about 3.5 miles before the Oak Mountain Shelter, so we have to carry water in, and it's going to be our water for after the shelter as well. But we get to the pond, and this pond looks so gross. The water in it is kind of brownish, and there's black sludge at the top around the edges, and it looks pretty bad. But we hiked up just to the other side of the trail and found a little seasonal stream It's got some pools of water in it. Blaze went and cleaned all the leaves off the top, and
Very clean.
we've got,
Look how clean that is.
it's like super, super clean water. Like, that's not even filtered yet. That's what the water looks like, dirty. So I'm guessing it's going to be some pretty good tasting water too. We've had some pretty good tasting water out of these creeks.
Yeah, I would expect that.
A lot of people, before doing this trip, a lot of people asked how we get water. So this is how we get water. We have the Gut Hook app, which shows us where the water places are, where the shelters are, where the camp is, and it's really, really useful. I can't imagine hiking this trail without it. But this is how we do it. So we just turn it upside down, squeeze the bottle, the bottom part is the filter, and just filter it into whatever you need. Man, we've just been working so hard. That's why I haven't even had a chance to do hardly any video for you guys, because we just spend all day walking so hard, and plus the climbs slow us down. We have a lot of climbs, and both of us are hurting. And we were talking about it the other night at camp that we're just not having fun. It's not fun at all. I mean, we get to camp, we're in agony. I'm feeling so bad I can barely eat. I haven't hardly eaten at all for the amount of hiking we've been doing. We have passed the 50-mile mark, so we're making good time, but we're hiking so hard to do it. It's just taking any little bit of fun out of this. There's not even time to stop and look around at a beautiful view, because you just got to look at it and go, okay, that's cool, and then keep hiking so you can get to camp before dark, and then have time to get tents set up and meals made so you can get to bed. But it's just not fun, and we're not having fun. If we had had another week to do this,
Perfect.
it would have been perfect. Yeah. Hey guys! Well, we have decided to do a short day. We're here at Oak Mountain Shelter. Things aren't going as planned. Blaze and I are both dealing with some pain issues. My feet are about hamburgers, so I just appreciate everybody's support and encouragement so much, but we've decided we are not going to complete this through hike. You know, it's a tough thing to say, but you know, this was never meant to be a sprint. It was never meant to be a marathon. It was meant to be a journey. And the cool thing about journeys is they can be changed. So we've changed this journey, and we've decided that we're still going to hike the whole time. We'll probably end up completing over half of the trail, but we're not going to be able to complete the whole thing. We're just both hurting and trying to pound out as many miles as we've been doing. I mean, we're almost up to 60 miles now, and trying to pound out those miles, and it's too much, and we're not having any fun. And the whole point of this was to have fun. My dad used to always say, if the point is to have fun and you're not having fun, then there's no point. So we decided to change things up, and we're going to do shorter days, and like maybe 10-mile days, and then, well, I guess probably between 10 and 12, and just enjoy ourselves. And we're going to have fun, and we're going to come back with great stories, other than we had our heads down and watched the trail the whole time. So anyway, we're going to keep at it. We're not quitting, but we're not going to complete the whole thing. So hey, it's a journey. You know, some people are through hikers, some people aren't. We've learned we're not through hikers, and that's okay. You don't have to be a through hiker. It takes a real special kind of person to do that stuff. So, and it's about taking that beating and embracing the suck, and I want to embrace the fun. So, hi, good morning. We woke up here at Oak Mountain Shelter to a chilly morning, but the sun's rising behind me. So we're supposed to have some cooling down temperatures today, so we've been hiking in the mid 80s, and I'm looking forward to hiking in some cooler temps. We're going to be hiking to Moonshine Shelter tonight, and we've kind of decided we're going to just shelter hop. But after Moonshine Shelter, we're going to be picking up our 0 day and get a day off, get to rest our feet, because like I mentioned, my feet are not doing good. But let me take you on a tour of the shelter. This is a really, really nice shelter. Look at the sun coming up over there. Anyway, this is a beautiful shelter, and it is in just a beautiful setting. But it's got, I just stepped in my tea bag too. I teabagged myself. We got these little fairy lights here, and they make things really nice. That's Corgi's idea, and we just absolutely love it. Lights up the place really nice. Hooks to hang your stuff on. Then you just lay your sleeping bag out on the floor, and you have lots of room to stand up and get ready. And then the cool thing about these ones compared to the older shelters is that they've got these benches and these shelves where you can sit all your stuff down and go through your food, do your cooking. And then it's got a fire ring with some sitting rocks around it. So it's really, really nice. And Foot, otherwise known as Friends of the Ouachita Trail, are working on renovating the rest of the older shelters and putting these front porches on them. So it's really going to be nice. Alrighty. I'm going to let you guys go, get packed up, and then we're going to continue no longer our through hike. We're going to continue our section hike, working our way towards Moonshine Shelter. We'll sleep there tonight, and then tomorrow morning we'll hike back to Highway 7 and get ready for our 0 day. All right, y'all. See y'all in a bit. Morning. Spirits are lifted. I'm gonna have a nice, good burger in my belly soon. So, just wanted to talk a little bit and tell you guys about what all went wrong and why the hike kind of fell apart to where now it's not a through hike. The biggest thing that we figured was we went way too hot out of the gate. Our first day we did 20 miles and we were some hurting girls. It was mostly all flat, but still that's a lot of footsteps. The other issue is it's really the daylight hours, because the daylight hours are so short right now that basically we wake up at dark, get packed up. As soon as there's enough light, like the sun's not even up yet, there's enough light to see the trail, we're out and we're hiking hard, completely worn out and exhausted at the end of the night. Put up our tents, eat dinner, go to bed, wake up before dark, before light the next morning, and do it all over again. After 3 days of that, it just felt like a miserable job, plus being in pain on top of it. And now that we've slowed down, we've seen so much cool stuff, guys. We've seen cool spider webs. We think maybe they're called a funnel spider, but it makes a spider web that looks like a funnel, so things fly down into the funnel and then get caught. But it's really neat. We've seen mushrooms just about every color of the palette. We're seeing so much more, and if we see something, we can take time to appreciate it. So now we can show you guys so much more cool stuff. A through hike is when you've done the whole trail. And I think a trail's got to be like over 100 miles to qualify as a through hike. Or you can section hike a trail. So our through hike has turned into a section hike, that's all. Anyway, it's getting rocky. So I'm gonna watch my footing and not fall on my face. It's hard to eat a burger with broken teeth. All right, we have made it to the Highway 7 trailhead, and I've hiked just that far off trail up this little creek to where these two rocks are by this tree, and that is our marker. This is our cache box with our food. that we thought we were going to need for the rest of the trip. We're going to have to redo it, and we're going to put this box somewhere else, probably tomorrow, probably Highway 27. Anyway, inside is our food and a little note that I leave for somebody so that if somebody does happen to come upon it, they understand what it is. So anyway, it's just one of those plastic ammo cans, and that's how we resupply. Alright, so we found this sleeping bag and this like hoodie thing that we really don't want to touch, and they were like laying on the side of the trail, just sitting there in a weird spot, not even anywhere that someone would want to camp. So we're dragging it back down to the road. Trailhead's like right there, and then I'm gonna text somebody from the from foot, let them know we left it there so they could come get it. Hi, Laura, you have to at least wave.
I waved.
Hi.